First of all, I want to cover like what data manager is in the first place, what it is and why you should potentially use it. Well, data manager is really kind of the middleman between your data, data manager, right? Your data and your asset schemas inside of Jira. And really the whole goal is to take that data and connect it to assets, but while it's getting pulled through, make the data all pretty and nice and like organized, look good, and then you do your import. And there's really 5 stages to this. The first one is to transform data, and that's to really just change something into whatever you have to something else. For example, you could change or modify data that you have inside of your import. The second step is to map your data, map it to fields, to values. Third step is to cleanse, to remove things like duplicates, to remove stale data, information you may not want inside of your asset schema. And step 4 is to merge and finally have all that data inside of your production environment in your assets directory. So it's basically allowing you to take the information that you have that's super raw, and it might be spreadsheets, it might be Intune, it might be Okta, it might be a Defender, all of that data that you might have in a whole bunch of places, and to aggregate that data, make it really nice and pretty, and then pull it into your official production environment where you don't have to have all the bloat and things that you may not want. So that's really what Data Manager is. Real quick, I've implemented Jira for over 200 companies. By far, the number one reason teams reach out to us is because they built what they thought was a great solution, only to realize that nobody actually ended up using it. And if that sounds familiar, that's exactly what we help you fix. We're currently taking on new projects 4 to 6 weeks out. And if you want help implementing Jira in a way that your team will actually use, hit the first link in the description below.